Good day to you all my listeners and viewers. Welcome back to another talk with Ayo Adejmo, aka the Diamond Mind, on the subject emotional control. I've made a lot of video concerning emotional control. If you love the content of my YouTube channel, please you need to subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking at the subscribe button. Make comment at the end of the YouTube channel. Like it, share it. You can give me a thumb up, share it with all your friends. Let them also benefit from this type of thought. It's an educative, it's an eyes-opening and mind-blowing. On emotional control, I speak on how to really understand our feelings, how to manage our feelings, control our feelings. As we have understand our feelings, we're able to know the negative feelings and the positive feelings. We were able to curtail the negative feelings and embrace the positive feelings. Feeling is part of human being. Feeling is affective part of a human being, which is called emotion. It is very essential and very beautiful for us to really understand our feelings. When we understand our feelings, we'll be able to have absolute control over our feelings. For this theme to be very emphatic, to be beautiful, to be very hearable in the eyes, in the ears of people, I use the word from the good book says, keep your heart with all diligence out of your mind. There are issues of life. There are many issues of life inside of your mind. You need to keep it. You need to keep it. When you understand that issues of life are inside of your mind, you will be able to use them effectively. And also the word of Christ says, it is not that good food, neither that clean water that you are taking in that make you to become good or bad in the society or community that you find yourself, but what you think inside of your mind. Definitely, we are carrying either evil or good here and there at any time in our life. It is very important for us to know that. It is very important for us to understand that you could be the good person today, tomorrow you could be the bad person today, because it's a feeling that we are carrying all around our lives. So it is very important for us to know it, to make it realistic that our mind carry issues of life. That is why I carry out this research about human feelings, and we need to really understand it. On today's topic on emotional control, I want to speak on the positive feelings and the positive feelings, and the topic of today's positive feeling is understand meekness feelings in you. Understand meekness feelings in you. On this topic, we shall be examining three things. What is meaning of meekness? What are the attributes of meekness? And what are the ways to sustain the meekness feelings in us? Number one, what are the definition of meekness? Number two, what are the characteristics or attributes of meekness in human being? And how can we sustain the meekness feelings in you to grow or to achieve your vision and your goal? As you are listening, you are going to be benefit totally. And meekness is a positive feelings which we need to embrace. It's a positive feelings which we need to embrace, to manage it to the barest level in our life, so that we can have a good life. So often we see people who displays meekness attitude, but people take them for granted. They call them different names. Meekness is very important in the life of every human being. Every human being has these feelings that we need to embrace. We need to understand it within our mind and embrace it. That leads us to what is meekness? What is definition of meekness? Meekness is defined as an attitude or qualities of feeling whereby the person is willing to accept and submit without resistance to the will and desire of someone, the will of God, the will of leaders, the will of father, the will of mother, the will of the leaders, the will of brothers, the will of the elder ones in the society, in the community. That is meekness, for us to submit to that will of other people. So it is very important for us to know that. It is very important for us to understand it. It is very important for us to sustain it. It's a positive feeling that we need to sustain within our environment, within our community, within our homes. We see the home that doesn't imbibe in that feelings will have a lot of trouble in his home. That is why you can see a woman, a family, husband and wife, who did not submit to their self, who did not have that meekness, who neglects the feelings of meekness within this family, will not have a peaceful home at any time. Look at the society that did not submit to the leadership rules. We are having a catastrophe. We are having a very difficult and negative attitude that is perpetrating within the community, the society, the entire country and the state, even the entire world. So meekness is value. Meekness is very important. Meekness is what we need to use to sustain our life, that can give us peaceful and coexistent society that we need. What are the characteristics of meekness? What are the characteristics of meekness? How do you know that someone is displaying this meekness? Number one, attitude of that person will be courageous. That person will be courageous in order to face any situation or any event that is happening in his life. He will have that courageous to go out there to do the best thing, to see a great vision, a great opportunity, and to make it very useful at any time. Number two, attribute of meekness is submissive to the God will, submissive to the rules of the leadership, submissive to any great things, any positive will of God. Number three, calmness is the attitude of that person. You see the person always be calm. We have a phlegmatic attitude at any time in his life. He will be a phlegmatic personality, and that person will be shown at any time in life. I'm saying this, that it is every human being that God has given that feeling into our life. God grant every human being that feeling. Is part of every human from A to Z. Women or male or female, we have that feelings. Number four, open inner eyes to see clearly. Meekness open the inner mind to see, because a meek people always listening, always pay attentive to inner mind, even the outside mind. So it is very important. Number five, attribute of meekness, that person will be so much truthful, because it is part of him. Anyone that contain this attribute is like angel. It's like God that make us. It's like those we have talked about them in our life. So it is very important for us to note that, to have it. Meekness is very important in the life of anyone who wants to succeed in life. Meekness is very important in the life of the people who understand, who know the importance of the great feelings. It's a great feelings. It's a positive feelings that you need to engage yourself with. As you are reacting to that feeling, you need to understand it and take an action on it. Every human being has portrayed that feelings. So that one leads us to how to sustain meekness feelings in us. How do we sustain it? How do we sustain it? How do we manage it? It is very important when we know things, when we understand things. If you don't understand God, how do you praise God? If you don't understand your feelings, how do you manage it? How do you sustain it? How do you control it? How do we understand the negative part of it and embrace the positive part of it? That is why it is very important for you and I to understand the feeling that is taking effect inside us, so that whenever we find ourselves in any event or situation, we're able to manage it, we're able to control it, we're able to understand it, and we become a perfect human being that we need to be on this planet. The planet is given to every human being. The planet is a place of abode for everyone. Apart from the house that we are building, the planet is for every human that God created. That is why we are enjoying this with planet today. No matter your affiliation of the religion that you belong to, you are still on this planet, living, enjoying it. No matter the wisdom you have, no matter whatever you do, you are still enjoying the planet. As I'm enjoying the planet, you are enjoying the planet. We are carrying the same feeling all around, and that is why you see a lot of people display different feeling at any particular time in life. They display negative one, they display positive one, and you find people fighting each other. They find people engaging in each other, embracing each other, showing love, showing happiness, showing peace. Sometimes they display frustration, sometimes they display different kind of things. So that is the feeling that we are carrying on. So how do we now sustain this feeling? Number one, you need to moderate your expectation from human. You need to moderate your expectation from human. So if you want to sustain the meekness feeling in you, moderate your expectation. Even the Bible says that you did not put your expectation in human, put your expectation in God. So moderate your expectation in human. Number two, find happiness, joy, and peace feeling. You need to understand happiness, joy, and peace in your mind. I understand this. When you understand it and you live on it. Number three, learn how to use forgiveness feelings at any time in life. Learn how to use forgiveness feelings at any time in life if you want to sustain meekness feelings. Number four, take time before you judge other people. You need to listen. You need to take time. You need to be calm before you judge other people, as you are judged, as you want to judge any issue that happen within your community. And number five, design God's will, faith, and destiny. It is very important to design God's will, the faith and destiny of God. The world that we are living today, the health that everyone is living today, is a destiny of human being. It's a fate of human being, and it's a will of God for every human being to partake in the health. And the feeling that we are carrying up and down is it within our mind, and we need to understand it. We need to understand it. We need to really understand our feelings. That is why I bring out this subject, emotional control. Many people may be talking about emotional intelligence. I say it is very important for us, when we understand our emotional intelligence, we need to control it. It is very important for us to control it. When we understand it, we control it, and we become the best person that we need to be on earth. On this note, I'm dropping the curtain of today's edition of Emotional Control. You can meet me next time on the same channel. For more information, please, you need to contact me on this number 08161718838. I repeat, 08161718838. To grace your occasion, for more information, to advertise your product, I will do it successful for you. And for more information, please, I need more sponsor that will sponsor this program. This program needs to go around the world, and the people must really understand who they are, what they feel, and how to manage their feelings. That is what I say. Keep your heart with all diligence, because out of your heart there are issues of life. Keep your mind with all diligence, out of your mind there are issues of life. Also, it is not that good food that you are eating, that good water that you are drinking in, that are making you to become good or bad in the society. But what makes you good or bad in the society, it is within your mind that come forth. Evil or good thoughts come out from your mind, and that is make you become good or bad in the society. On this note, be positive at all time.